All right, so today's a pretty big day. Monday, September 21st, 2020, pretty early in the morning on the west coast of the United States. Um, Xbox announced that they bought out Bethesda and ZeniMax Studios for $7.5 billion. That is over double the amount that they spent on Mojang for Minecraft. Now, so far, this seems like a pretty big deal, and something I'd like to point out real quick. I know other people like Legacy Killa have been pointing this out. Microsoft recently, not too long ago, actually also bought out Obsidian Studios. And Obsidian Studios, if you don't know, made Fallout New Vegas. Now, Bethesda made all the other Fallout games. Well, not all of them, because Bethesda bought Fallout. But anyways, Bethesda made like Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Fallout 76, and Obsidian made New Vegas. Now that Microsoft owns Obsidian and Bethesda, we could potentially get a sequel to New Vegas, or we could get a new title from the Fallout franchise, but made by Obsidian. Definitely, I think they're better at making RPGs. Bethesda's not bad at making RPGs. You know, they kind of made RPGs popular, some would say. Not all, but some would say. I would say CDPR did that. But Bethesda also introduced a lot of people to RPGs. So you can't completely throw them off the bus because they do make good games. I mean, Skyrim was a great game. Fallout 3 was a great game. And, you know, some of the other ones, not so great. So that's some pretty good news. But then we also got from Phil Spencer saying that, now this is from actually Jason Schreier quoting Phil Spencer, saying that Xbox plans to honor the PS5 exclusivity deal for Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo. I don't really care about that. I know Ghostwire Tokyo looks pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen too much about that game. I don't know if they revealed much or anything. It seems alright. But then he went on to say that future Bethesda games will be on Xbox, PC, and other consoles on a case-by-case basis. Now, you can take this a lot of different ways. Legacy Killa thinks that this will be one game exclusive to Xbox and PC, and the next one won't. So, like Elder Scrolls 6, that one could be on all consoles, and Prey 2 could only be Xbox, or vice versa. Now, I also think that it might be kind of like those limited time exclusivities, kind of like Activision does with PlayStation, how they kind of do early access for PlayStation. So I feel like Xbox might do something like that with the Bethesda games, but then again, I don't know how that would work with single player games. But yeah, I think that the larger titles will be on all consoles, and the not so large titles, but still AAA titles, will be exclusive to Xbox and PC. Now, this does kind of go back to that conversation that everyone talks about, is why would you get a next-gen Xbox if everything that will be exclusive on Xbox will be on PC? And that's actually a really good point, but something I'd really like to point out is Microsoft, unlike some other companies that I'm not going to name, is very pro-consumer. They know not everyone wants to buy an Xbox. That's why they made an affordable Xbox, a powerful Xbox, or you could just play the Xbox games on PC, because most households in modern times have a PC. And it won't be that hard to make or buy a gaming PC, and then you can do Game Pass and get those Xbox exclusives on your PC. Because really, if you want to save the most money and play as many games as possible, you would get a Nintendo Switch Lite, you would get the PS5 digital, and then you would get a budget PC build, and then you would have access to every game. So really, I gotta give mad props to Microsoft. This is very pro-consumer. They're making some big moves out here, and I'm pretty excited for the future.